Phantasmal Flames has been out for a little over a week now, and to be 100% honest, I was insanely high on this set. When I had opened the Japanese variant of this set, Inferno X, I was very high on a lot of these cards, especially the Charizard SIR. I mean, that's the card everybody wanted in this set. And then came time for Phantasmal Flames. I'm not gonna lie, I've pulled pretty good on this set. I've pulled 3 SIRs, and I've pulled just about every IR I could possibly want and more, to the point where I started giving it away to my community. But the more and more I open Phantasmal Flames, I got this feeling that I haven't really gotten all year. I thought to myself, is this the worst set of 2025? The only thing I could really compare this set to is that one picture where the Bugatti is parked in front of the mobile home. Like, that's literally the Charizard in this Phantasmal Flame set. Now, before you come in my throat, because I know the Charizard SIR is probably one of the best cards printed this year, I think the set as a whole is not that great. And I wanted to show you guys, just by going through all the sets this year and talking about why I feel this way. Starting off with Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions is a lot of people's favorite set in 2025, but I'm going to be 100% honest, it's probably on the bottom of my list. Not as bad as Phantasmal Flames, but to be honest, a lot of these trainers kind of stink. They just don't look good at all. There's no IRs. The hit rates are atrocious. But if we're talking simply from a visual standpoint, there are a lot of solid cards in this set. First off, all the evolutions are just amazing. The Ceruledge, I'm not a big fan. The Ogrepons, I'm not a big fan of. I love this Palafin. The Sandy Shocks is cool. The Iron Crown is cool. The Raging Bolt is cool. The Gold Dango is cool. The Roaring Moon is cool. That Blood Moon Ursaluna is so sick. Terapicos, and it's very hit or miss with this, but there are a lot of really, really cool SIRs. I wish the hit rates were a little bit better. There were some IRs in there. The trainers were better, but it's by no means the worst set. And a lot of these cards have a lot of life and volume to them, so that's one thing I do appreciate, even if they're not my favorite. Up next, we got Journey Together, and Journey Together is a relatively small set. It dropped right after Prismatic Evolutions, and it was our first main set of 2025. And a lot of people don't like this set, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. The set is absolutely amazing. There's so many cool cards in this set. This Articuno is phenomenal. This Wailord is crazy good. The Reshiram is insane. The Furret's really cool. The Wooloo gives me Studio Ghibli vibes. There's a lot of really cool cards in this set, and even the trainer cards are pretty damn cool. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't like this set, but I'm the complete opposite of the majority. I really like this set, and I think the SIRs, while there's only a couple, are really, really cool, and I could seriously see a lot of these cards maintaining some high value down the line. That Salamence is definitely a top 10 contender for all cards this year, maybe even top 5. The Zoroark is really cool. The Zacian is really cool. The Clefairy's all right. The Bellybolt's amazing, and the Volcanion is like, whatever, I don't really care about that card. But this set's really good. I like this set. This is not a bad set by any means. The trainers are, I mean, whatever. There's only a couple. Seeing Brock is pretty cool. Ruffian looks like the McDonald's guy. Whatever. Cool set. I like it. Full of life. Full of color. Up next, we have one of the most hyped sets of the last 2 to 3 years. And, of course, it's a Team Rocket set. We haven't had a Team Rocket set since I was a kid. Destined Rivals, and for good reason. This set is absolutely incredible top to bottom. The Cynthia's Roserade, amazing. Shaman, cute, adorable, and playable. Some cards lack a little contrast, but there's just so much in this set that it doesn't really matter. The Typhlosion, amazing. Houndoom, amazing. Blaziken, amazing. Misty's, Lapras, and Psyduck. The Murkrow is like a $3 to $4 card, and it's one of my favorite IRs in this set. The Ultra Rares are just stunning. The trainers are pretty decent, not gonna lie. Ethan's Adventure is pretty cool. The Giovanni, the Ariana, I don't know, something about them kind of like tickles the brain. And then we go over to the SIRs, and the Nidoking is by far one of my favorite cards in this entire set. I love how comic booky it looks. And if you are a fan of the Mewtwo, that is definitely a really, really good chase for this set. Every top tier set needs a good chase. So whether you're chasing that, the Ho-Oh, the Moltres, the Nidoking, there's so many options in this set. And if you don't care about the Pokemon, the Giovanni, the Ariana are pretty affordable too. The gold cards don't look that bad. Overall, this set is just top tier from front to bottom, front to back. And I definitely think it's one of the best sets of 2025. Argue with the wall if you disagree. Up next, we have Black Bolt and White Flare, which are technically 2 sets, and it's actually the first dual set that we've gotten it in English. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I fell in love with this set. This set is so much fun to open, and a lot of the cards are just simply amazing. Now, I really didn't know too much about Gen 5 going into these sets, but I'm so glad that I took a chance on this set and started ripping. And honestly, something about like pulling new cards and new Pokemon that you've never seen, or maybe you're not too familiar with, just tickled my brain in the best way possible. The Lilligant, amazing. The Amoonguss is so silly and goofy. The Panpour is amazing. So many of these cards are so bright and just colorful, and they make you feel good when you open it. This Cubchoo is so freaking adorable. And guys, this isn't even all of them. There's so many IRs in this set. This Dwebble is so cute. The Crocodile, amazing. This Ashes Pokemon. The Audino, the art for this is absolutely astonishing. And then the best part with this set, guys, is that not even the SIRs. The SIRs are really good too. The Zekron's amazing. Meloetta's amazing. The best part of this set was the new rarities that they introduced, or the throwback rarities. They introduced black and white rarities with a red Victini, which I thought was absolutely incredible and gave me a new purpose for trying to open this set. That was Black Bolt. White Flare is just as incredible too. There's so many amazing cards in these sets. This might actually be my personal favorite. I don't know if it's the best set, like from a front to back standpoint, but the arts in this set, like, I just find something new and amazing every time I look at it. Tepig is so cute. The Panseer is amazing. This Oshawott, I still want this card. I still want to chase this card. It's so good. There's so many cute cards in this set. The Swoobat. They did such an amazing job with this set, guys. I can't even begin to illustrate how well they did with this set. They made someone who, like, genuinely did not care for any Gen 5 Pokemon, didn't care to look up, play any games. I genuinely care about this set, and the SIRs are also amazing. The Keldeo, the Reshiram, the white Reshiram. This set is just so cool. I can't say enough about it. Absolutely amazing. Full of life, full of color. 20 out of 10 set. Up next, the brand new era, the base set for Mega Evolution. And this set is really cool too. And I think one thing they did an absolute amazing job at, guys, is that they made the regular EXs so freaking sick. If you get your hands on one of these EXs, blown away. I think the yellow text makes it pop, and overall the set is really good. Starting with the IRs, the Bulbasaur is amazing. The Shuckle is so cute. He's just on a little Shuckle tree, probably drunk out of his mind. The Vulpix is cute. Some of these are kind of miss. The Marshadow is pretty good. The Gargantu's like, the Steelix is pretty solid. The Delibird is cute. The Ultras are really good. These are some of the best Ultras that we've had in 2025, maybe the last couple years. These are really astonishing, especially this Mega Lucario. The dual phase in like the silhouette in the background, whatever you want to call it, that looks really good. And then let's go over to the SIRs. Now, the Venusaur isn't the best. The Mega Gardevoir, this card is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite cards of 2025. The Mega Lucario is so sick, and you have so many Pokemon that you could look at this card and see them fighting. It's really cool. The Absol, where are you? Mega Emomon. The Latias is pretty cool. The Kangaskhan is pretty cool. The trainers are okay. They're pretty cute. And then the gold cards, which is a brand new thing that they're doing. It's not exactly a hyper rare. It is its own unique art, and it's a harder chance to pull in these sets. So I think that's pretty cool. Not the best set, not the worst set, but it's still a very good set. The bar is really high for 2025, and I think that's going to lead to my next decision about Phantasmal Flames and why I feel that way. This set is very solid. I also wanted to point out that there's a lot of playable cards in this set, and they also reprinted a lot of cards like Air Balloon, Buddy Puffin, Night Stretcher, Rare Candy, and made them full art. So I think that's really cool for the competitive scene. There's a lot of really good cards in this set, and it makes just opening this set for everyone fun. On to Phantasmal Flames, and I have a couple gripes with this set. My first one is, we had a couple of starter decks that released a couple weeks early, the Mega Gengar starter deck and the Mega Deontay starter deck, and a lot of those cards were filled with cards from Phantasmal Flames. I think you could fill out like 20 or 30 cards from Phantasmal Flames, and Phantasmal Flames is already a really small set as is, and we didn't get an IR for Gengar or Deontay, but that's not really that big of a problem. It's mainly just because of how small and how little we got out of the set, and what we got out of the set wasn't that great for it being as small as it was. Now, let's look at some of these cards. This Nimble, this Yamper, this Flygon, the Zacian, the Togedemaru, maybe not so much that one. They lack a little contrast. They're not as bright. There are some good cards in this set, like the Piplup. I love the Dugong. Ludicolo's like whatever. The Wooper's cool. We got the Meowth and Wooper imported into the set, which is really awesome. And then we go to the SIRs, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. The Mega Charizard is absolutely one of the best cards of the year. No debate about it. It is one of the best cards that we've ever gotten. The Sharpedo, the Lopunny, they literally just look like ultra rares. They don't even really look like SIRs. Like, look at the Heracross, like, ultra rare. This card genuinely looks better than the Lopunny and the Sharpedo. Again, it's my opinion. I think these look like pretty bad SIRs. The Dawn is okay. I mean, it's a trainer. We haven't had a Dawn trainer, so I think that's pretty cool. The gold card, I mean, pretty cool. The Rotom, not my favorite, but it nonetheless a unique, cool Rotom SIR. But we got a Rotom IR in the set prior, so I didn't really care about it. The trainer cards, it's cool. I mean, we got Dawn. The ultra rares, the only ultra rares that I really like are this Heracross, the Charizard, and maybe the Sharpedo, the mega ones. Outside of those, guys, I mean, like, I don't know. There's a lot with this set that is just like, you know, Togedemaru, Flygon, Zacian, we just had a Zacian IR. I get this is the sword one, but I don't know, guys. This set was very hyped, and it's going to be hyped for a long time, and it's going to be hyped because it's the Charizard set. And I really do think that Pokemon was just banking on this set being the Charizard set and having to put nothing else really in this set other than the Charizard and making the Charizard as good as possible because they know it'll sell because it's a Charizard set. How many times did I just say Charizard? I don't know. My point is, guys, I don't think this set is that great. I think there's a bunch of better sets, not only in the Scarlet and Violet era, but in 2025. I know this is the Mega Evolution era. I think Mega Evolutions in general smokes this set. I don't even think it's relatively close. These cards aren't that great. Now, this definitely comes down to personal opinion. I know some people might be really high on a lot of these cards. I'm personally not. I really wish they kept the Charcadet in this set. I really wish they kept the Shinji Kanda or Koryo in this set. I think it would have helped it a lot. I think the set needed a lot of help. Instead, they just decided to throw those as promos and other things. I think this set could have been a little bit bigger. I think it could have had a little bit more. And I think it could have saved it. But again, Pokemon probably looked at this set as, you know, Charizard's going to carry. So, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. That's my reasoning for that, guys. I just am not a fan of any of these cards or a majority of these cards. It's small. We already had it 2 to 3 weeks prior from a starter deck. So it almost feels like you're chasing the Charizard. If you don't get the Charizard in this set, it's kind of a wash. Unless you really chasing a card like Piplup or Meowth. Outside of that, I mean, like, you're better off just buying those cards as singles. The Meowth is like $30. The Piplup's like $20. I personally wouldn't even waste time opening this set. I'll probably open it for content. But if I was just a fan of this set, I probably wouldn't. To be 100% honest, I would just wait for the Dream set. The Dream set is really cool. We've only gotten a small peek of that set. But those IRs and those SIRs alone already are so much better than everything in this set. Mega Dream is going to be our next set. We're not going to be getting it in English until January, similar to how Prismatic Evolutions released. And it's going to be released similar to how Black Bolt, White Flare, and Prismatic Evolutions released. It's a specialty set. There will be no booster boxes. But this is going to release in Japan within the next week or so, November 28th. And the cards in it are really cool. We have a Dragonite here. We're most likely going to get a Dragonite SIR or IR. I'd bank on an SIR. The Electros is really cool. This is a really dope EX, double rare, whatever you want to call it. And then down to the special illustration rares and the illustration rares. This Dreepy is so freaking adorable. I love this. I love the colors. I love the art style. It's very bright. The Dracloak is really cool. This Gengar, I think the render for this is a little bland. I have no doubt this card's gonna look really cool when you see it in person. I think it's gonna look really cool in English. I like this card. I'm not like a massive fan, but I think it's a really cool card. I don't think it's as cool as the Fusion Strikes Gengar, but nonetheless, banger. We got Marnie's Grimmsnarl, which is like really cool. I like this card a lot, especially because I was just playing Sword and Shield. So really cool card to have, and we haven't gotten it before, so super awesome. We're getting the Mega Attack Rares, the Lucario, which is super dope. They announced these a while back. I'm so stoked for them. They look so nice. They're going to look so good in Japanese, too. In Japanese, they're going to have English text across, and it's going to be in Japanese up here, so that's going to be really cool. We get the Gardevoir, which is going to be awesome. And if you guys didn't get the promo for the Mega Charizard UPC, it is going to be in Japanese in this set, which is going to be really cool here. So yeah, I'll go on the Japanese versions. Inferno X, Mega Symphonia, and Mega Brave. I think they look really cool with the English text, and the Japanese kanji also looks really, really cool too. So I think it's going to be really dope. I think this set's going to absolutely slap. I think it's going to be one of the best specialty sets that we've gotten in a hot minute. I think it might even be better than Prismatic Evolutions. Let's just hope that the pull rate isn't as bad as Prismatic Evolutions. I mean, that definitely, for me personally, plays a factor into how much I like a set. Not a big one, but a small one. Those are my thoughts, guys. I'm just not a big fan of Phantasmal Flames. Will I open it? Probably. I'll probably do some more openings. I'll probably do some more giveaways. I'll probably do a stream where I just open up a booster box or something. But don't let me deter if you guys like the set. Don't let my opinion change your opinion. Let me know down below what you think of Phantasmal Flames. What are your favorite sets of 2025? And if you guys like this video, maybe I should do like a tier list ranking of all the sets in 2025. I think that could be pretty cool. Until next time, guys, I will see you on the next one.